You ready, Ho?
Yeah.
Ready?
John, get the fuck.
Ready?
John, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, thank y'all for taking time out for doing this interview with us. We really appreciate it. First, can y'all state y'all names and what type of tattoos y'all specialize in?
Who going first? All right. My name is Ricky Butler. I specialize in realism. Anything real. I love doing portraits. And yeah.
Name is Carlos Betancourt. Specialize in American traditional and Japanese, and just love doing everything else.
I'm John Caban, and told you it rhymes. And I specialize in realism and black work.
Okay.
That's what's up. So did y'all all grow up drawn and into art?
Well, I did.
I mean, I've been drawing all my life, honestly. I mean, I dropped out of high school because I drew too goddamn much, and so yeah, I've always drawn.
Yeah, me too. I was always an artist. I went to the Art Institute after high school, majored in media arts and animation, and I kind of just fell into tattooing.
Well, y'all waiting for me? Oh, so I went to some art college, and they were like, "You don't even need it," and so I ended up owing a whole lot of money, and I left. And so yeah,
It's a long story.
but yep. But yeah, I've been drawing since all my life.
So is that what made y'all want to get into actually doing tattoos, though? Like just knowing how to draw?
Yeah, I think we were always a fan. Well, for me personally, I was always a fan of tattooing. I never see myself as an artist until I actually started tattooing.
Yeah, I didn't get into tattooing until about 2010, honestly, 2011. I seen my mentor, he wasn't my mentor at the time, but I saw him freehand something on somebody's skin with a Sharpie, and he tattooed it right, it looked flawless. And ever since then, I'm just like, man, how did he get that smooth Sharpie looking outline on this guy's skin? And that's when it took off.
I just got tired of working, and I knew how to draw, and I figured I put two and two together, and this is working out.
That's playful.
Yeah, you just know.
Playful, know everything.
Bada boom, bada bing.
Short answers.
All right.
So how long have y'all been? How many years y'all been tattooing?
I've been tattooing for about 8 years, professionally 4.
Something like
So it's
that.
about 4 years of learning, and then, messing people up during the process, and then actually becoming good at it, becoming a real professional at it. So about 4 years learning, 4 years professional for me.
I've been tattooing since 2012. So yeah.
I've had nothing but crazy mentors, so I've been tattooing for a good 4 years up until now, and now I'm good. So yeah.
Did y'all start at the same shop together?
We all worked at the same shop,
Yep.
but we didn't start at the same
Oh,
shop
so you all
together.
worked at the same shop.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was at another shop for a little bit, didn't work out. Then the second step was meeting these guys at another shop, and but we were there different times. Me and Ricky were there at the same time, but he was there before me, and I think John and Ricky were there at the same time as well. So I was kind of the last to come in, and so we're here now.
It's cool. So what gave y'all idea to open up your own shop together?
It was more survival type of thing. The shop that we all worked at was going downhill fast, so we really had to do something to continue our craft. And we just, I don't know, we all just came together and just.
Like first I left, then them two were having issues with it, and they were like, "We gotta get the fuck out of here." So they left, and that's when we all just banded together and was like, "Let's just open up something." And them two started it off, and then I just joined in after.
Yeah, we walked in the old shop one morning, and I looked at Ricky and said, "I can't do this no more."
Pretty much.
At 9 o'clock in the morning, just started taking everything off my walls.
Yeah.
And Ricky was like, I don't want to be the last one here. They'll be questioning me. So he took all his shit off the wall.
Yeah.
And, you know, it was rough for a week. You know, Ricky was, you know, we both had clients.
Yeah.
You know, he had the tattoo on his, you know, one of his clients went on your dining room table.
Dining room table.
You know,
Keep going.
keep it moving.
Yeah.
And I had to reschedule with all my clients, and then like a week later we had this place.
Yeah, yeah. It was kind of like a blessing how we got this. Because I went for my LLC. That went pretty quick. John, that's when John came into play. He put me on with the right people to get my LLC pretty quick. We was actually looking for spots. How long we did that? For like a month? Or no, it was like,
Yeah,
it
we were
was
looking for like almost a month.
for like a month for spots, but we couldn't find nothing. But the day that he said he leaving, he's like, fuck it. He leaving.
Y'all found something?
Yeah, we bounced. That same day we found something. The realtor found this spot.
Wow.
And we kind of like signed the lease the same day that we left the
Yup.
other shop.
What year was that?
That was last year.
No, it was
No,
2016.
16.
Where is
That's
it?
right.
Yeah,
It was.
Yeah.
Why did y'all come
But it
up
was
with the
like
name
late. Uh-huh.
Lost Tribe Tattoo? Where did y'all get that from?
Man, shorts. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Lost Tribes Tattoo, just for a shorter version. The shop we was at, I mean, we had all nationalities coming to get tattooed, and the first thing they would say is, you know, we don't feel comfortable anywhere else because, you know, you walk into a shop, you know, they just get a weird feeling. So
Right.
we just came up with Lost Tribes Tattoos because, you know, all different tribes of people are welcome here to get tattooed.
Yeah, most shops in this town and in Fredericksburg are all white.
Yep.
And, you know, I hate saying it, like they're big bearded and, you know, it's a certain style, a certain people. And it's not bad, it's just that it's just the same.
It's not comfortable.
Yeah.
You know, with an Asian person or a black person or
Yeah.
an Indian person, whatever, walk into a shop, you know, and they just weren't comfortable. So, you know, we just took Lost Tribes because it's, you know, it welcomes everybody.
That's dope.
So how long did y'all actually open up? How long did it take y'all to actually open up after y'all came up with the idea?
As soon as we signed the lease,
Yeah,
we was in here. We was
but it was
tattooing
like a
before
week.
we had anything in here. Yeah, we was opening up shop before we had paint on the wall or anything like that. Cause like you said, we had clients from the other shop, and when I was tattooing in house, but as soon as we had a spot, we threw all our stuff in here, and everything that you see was a build up. It wasn't like planned or anything like that. Like week by week, we'll just add something. We'll add the pictures to the wall, add the paint to the wall.
Yeah, all this stuff
All
is
this
a
stuff.
period of 2 years. I mean,
Yeah.
if you saw pictures of what the shop used to look like, it looked like a hospital.
It's
man.
on Facebook.
Yeah,
You got the video.
Solid white walls, nothing.
Yeah,
We just
nothing.
had this flash, and that's it. You
Yeah,
know?
that was it.
With the help of Ricky and his family, man, this place really came together real fast.
Yeah.
How many tattoos do y'all have? Like, how many you got?
I don't know. You want me to count them?
No, I mean, so y'all got so many you just
Yeah,
lost count?
I got my legs covered. I got my whole back covered. My stomach, my chest, my arms.
What's the one that means the most to you?
The one that means the most to me is I think it's what
Oh, the one I did on people?
my sad boy tattoo.
Yeah.
I
That's what I did on.
I got a little sad boy
Yeah.
tattoo. I'm very sensitive.
Yeah, you're welcome.
He did it for me. I'm very sensitive.
Better show that front,
Very
man.
sensitive. I don't have a problem with crying, and I don't have a problem with cussing somebody out. So my sad boy tattoo is very, very meaningful to me. He did it.
What about you, John? You got a tattoo that means the most to you?
Not yet.
What? Dexter.
Honestly, every one of my tattoos mean the most to me because it's all done by people I care. That's done by people I care about.
That's
So
what's up.
yeah. I did mine, so I care about myself. You know.
Ridiculous.
But that was the next question too. That was the next question. Have y'all ever done did y'all own tattoo on yourself?
Yeah, I
Yes.
think we all did.
This whole arm was done by me.
There's some stuff on my
Damn, you did your whole arm?
It's a rite of passage, man.
I did my whole arm. You know, when you're coming up and tattooing, you know, the right way, they make you tattoo yourself before you mess somebody else up. And so, as you can see, I did up my legs, did my own stomach. I got a big panther face on my stomach. I had to do myself. I had to get drunk before I did that. But you know, when you buy quality machines and quality equipment, those little lines right there, that's when I was showing him how to do single pass outline with his new machine.
Yeah, for real. I was learning from other teachers, and I learned so slowly. And it wasn't until I hooked up with him where I just started picking it up faster than anybody, man. So for that, I'm always going to be appreciative of. You know, I mean, I'm better than him now. So
This guy.
Not quite.
I gotta thank him for all his help.
Who's your favorite tattoo artist? Like locally or famous or
Not
whatever?
famous. Mine is June Cha. He's an artist based in, well, he was based in California. He was taught by Mr. Cartoon. I don't know if y'all familiar with tattoo artists or anything like that.
Cartoon's a legend.
Cartoon, and then Jose Lopez. He's
Okay.
also a black and gray master. So he was taught by them, and he has a black and gray style. I wouldn't even say this shit is realism. It's just more
Stone. Yeah, it's realism, but it's all mostly statues and stuff like that. Very
like,
beautiful work.
like Greek mythology. So that's my favorite.
I can't do it. I can't say it.
Say his name.
Nah, my favorite artist, man, is Valerie Vargas.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought it was going to go with Joseph.
Nah.
Nah.
Vargas is a
Valerie, I got a couple. I got Valerie Vargas is number one. She tattoos out in London, and she's just great. She's great. I mean, I've just learned about her a couple years ago, but just seeing the work was great.
She does a lot of realism, black and gray.
Nah, she does a lot of like traditional, American traditional, cartoony stuff. A lot of detail. Dude named Joseph Hefts, I think his last name is. He tattoos out of Las Vegas. He's great. He's a newly favorite of mine, and my third one is my cousin David. He taught me how to draw.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a very great artist. Cousin David Betancourt. My cousin, I love him.
I guess my artist is Nico Hurtado. He's out in California. He's great portrait artist, even though I don't really mess with portrait. I just like his color work. And really, I grew up kind of with a lot of comic book artists, not necessarily tattoo artists. So a lot of their inspirations just, will show up in my work. So I like a lot of old school comic book artists and stuff like that.
Cool. So what's the strangest place you ever did a tattoo on someone?
Strangest place. I think
Oh.
we did it everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Strangest place I did a tattoo? Shit.
These are
Strangest
confessions, 'cause
tattoo.
I
can't
know.
tell you the strangest place. Strangest place is the inside of the thigh on this dude. He's like bodybuilder type of dude. He got a snake like right by his dick.
Yeah.
I already told you about that. Yeah. Well, that's the dude that wanted the Phoenix.
Yeah.
That's
no.
it. Yeah.
Man, strangest place I've done a tattoo. I honestly haven't done one yet. I mean, the most difficult spot is probably the front of the throat.
That was my next question. What's the hardest place that you've done a tattoo?
Yeah, hardest place for me, honestly, is
Artist.
it's really it depends on how they sit.
Or surface wise or pain level or
Surface wise for me, the front of the
Throat.
neck. The throat, right up on that Adam's apple, especially on somebody skinny that's got a real Adam's apple poking out.
Remember the
You talking
earlobe?
about me? He did my thing.
Yeah, the Adam's apple for me it'll make you sweat. It'll be a 5-minute tattoo anywhere else, and it'll be a 45-minute.
I won't even do them.
It was hard. I think your joint was hard. Los doing the upper.
Oh
upper
yeah, you
jaw.
can't see it because my beard, but he did wings
Underneath
underneath
my
my
kind
jaw.
of can
That's-
see it
yeah,
a
a little
little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah, it hurt.
that shit was hard.
That hurt.
Ooh.
Oh, all right.
Wake up.
Hardest place I ever tattooed? It wasn't hard. It was just funny, awkward, I guess. Was this man's center of his chest?
Oh yeah.
Because
Sternum.
his sternum part, because he would jump up on me and get on a skateboard and ride up and down the shop until his pain went away, and then he lay right back down.
Yep, it hurt like hell.
Yup.
It fucking hurt.
That tattoo lasted longer than it should have.
Yeah. Yep. Still not finished.
Nope. We going back. I got
Yeah,
the.
it hurt. Yeah, man.
How many hours was your longest session in one sitting?
On us or actually tattooing?
Actually tattooing.
12 hours.
Yeah, mine was like 10 hours.
Mine was
The
like
girl got it's like a peacock or a phoenix
Is that it?
from her armpit down to her knee.
Damn.
Sat one session. She had to leave to go to Iraq the next day, so she couldn't come
Had to
back.
get it done.
Yeah, so it was like 10 hours.
Yeah, I did the Mayan calendar on my wife's cousin on his belly, and that was 12 hours. It started at 12, ended at 12. And same scenario, he was going back to Mexico, so he had to get it done right then.
Shit, I think mine was just 8 hours, but I was working a dude's sleeve. I'm still not finished with it.
That's still a long time.
Yeah.
You don't think though? I mean, most masters take. So I've seen one master do 7 days straight,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep, do a
Tattoos
session
you
7
every-
days
yep.
straight. Yep.
and those were like 10-hour sessions, 8-hour sessions each time.
Yep. How tender the skin gets after.
Yeah,
that.
you're talking about
Pain.
over 48 hours, man, easy.
That just shows how much, it's a lot of, you really got to know what you're doing to not mess the skin up. Tattooing for 7 days straight.
So y'all like using color a lot?
Yeah,
Or black and
yeah, no preference. I don't think.
Yeah, I like both. Black and gray, it's quicker. You know what I'm saying? But, I like the pack. We all like the pack and color.
Yeah, color's fun.
Yeah, we got a lot of good colors that we can fit on both black people and white people.
Yeah.
Anybody say that black people can't get color, it's false.
like black ass people?
Black ass people can get.
Cause I know
it's
some black
certain
ass
colors.
people that got orange.
Yeah,
Nah,
they'll come out. They'll come out.
I don't say yellow. I can't do yellow.
Yeah, nah. There's certain colors that black people can't get,
Okay.
but
You
Just
can
because
get
of our
color.
pigment, but
but a lot of artists say that because they're just
Lazy.
they're
Right.
lazy. They're not comfortable with tattooing black people,
Okay.
so they get lied to.
Yeah.
Alright, so do y'all like the freestyle y'all tattoos or use stencils?
I mean, I think we all have the ability to draw directly on the skin and actually execute a tattoo properly. But I think I'll stencil it out. I'd rather plan it out so we both, the client knows what they're getting and I know what I'm doing. So
Yeah, I agree. As far as placement and stuff, I mean, we could draw it on the skin, but if it's off by a little bit, you got to erase the whole damn thing.
yeah.
So I prefer stencils.
Yeah, me too. I just minimize your risk. It's cool to have something freestyle, but that's only when both of you don't care what the turnout's gonna be.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, I like your artwork. Just draw something on it.
So Carlos, in the beginning, you said you was messing people up a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Now, does being a confident artist matter? Like, how much does that matter now?
Confidence is a lot to do with it, man. Honestly, it's probably 100% of tattooing. If you could lay down a line good, but you're not confident, the line gonna be shaky as shit. You know what I'm saying? Confidence just comes over time. Honestly, I wasn't confident until when I met Rick. For real. Just honestly, just being somebody that you're comfortable around. It really shows in your work. And then over time, doing more and more tattoos. You just get comfortable. But confidence is 100% in tattooing, man.
Yeah.
You gotta know what you're doing. What about you, bro?
What? Oh, same question?
You comfortable?
I concur.
He puts the lost in on.
Man. So how does it feel to be the first and only all minority tattoo shop around?
Man, it feels good.
Hell yeah.
Can I put the air on real quick?
I mean,
Yeah, good.
Feel the heat?
Yeah, it's a little hot.
What's a little too tough?
My origin, I'm coming on in
It's hot,
You got two different answers for you.
No, I think it's great. For one, it gives people to come that might feel excluded from the typical tattoo shop. Because that's what we get all the time. A lot of people come in here and be like, man, we love the vibe in here. That's
Yeah.
the first thing people say is they love the
Vibe
vibe.
is everything, man.
Exactly. And if you go to another shop, I'm not saying any names or anything like that, but they put off a vibe that you don't belong or you don't know what you're doing. Or
Right.
you don't know what you want.
Right.
So it's just like, I love that we have that home feel
Yeah.
to our shop.
I even heard clients say that certain shops, you walk in, it's like a doctor's office. Nobody's talking.
Yeah.
Nobody's relating to
Yeah.
you. It just feels cold and you're just sitting there with no smile on your face.
Yeah.
So is that why opening the shop was so important to y'all?
Yeah, very important. I mean, personally, yeah, I think that was very important.
But it wasn't a mission.
Mission was just to survive. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Have a home to actually tattoo it. You know what I mean? But
I think it was important. Just we're all great artists, man, and the world needs to see it. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not going to name any names, but we touch up a lot of work here. And that's all I'm gonna say. We're great artists. This guy is the probably the best drawer I've ever seen in my life. And but no, I mean everybody. I mean what Rick does with his portraits is crazy. And you know, we need the world to see it.
What I was gonna say was, with regards to like the way we are, man. I don't think this would work very often. I think, honest to God, our personalities just click in a way that it's like lightning in a bottle, man. You don't really get that often with a lot of people. Usually they'll turn into divas and you know they'll complain about other artists and backstab each other. We're like a real life family. Like we just look at each other like just brothers and we get along like brothers. Like
We'll cuss each other out.
Yeah, we'll argue, but
we'll argue.
we'll
And
get over it after we give each other food.
Goddamn, give us a burger.
Yeah. You know,
Hug it
slice
out.
of pizza with you, alright?
It's just hungry.
Yeah, we just
Just
hungry.
hungry. That's it.
Hey, we learned that y'all guys bought a piercing. Do any of y'all do piercing as well?
we do not do piercings.
I was thinking.
There's an asterisk.
No, I was thinking about doing it in the future,
Slash. Oh, go ahead.
but I can't. This guy got his nose pierced a couple years ago.
Yeah, you see it ain't in there.
Ain't there no more.
Piercings.
And I was the one filming it. And after that, I'm like, nah, I'll pass that. Tattooing is hard enough.
Yeah, it is, and we may have someone in the works to coming in to do piercings. Right now, it's just not in the books, but that's a soon to be determined issue. We'll have a piercer here ready to go.
Oh, so you guys don't have a piercing?
Yeah, we had one, but we had to let her go temporarily. She's on leave.
Yep.
She'll be back though.
She gonna vacate.
Probably, maybe.
Maybe soon, but later.
Possibly.
Maybe not.
It's possible. Maybe not. Maybe.
Yeah, it's like Black Ink, but with more tattoos.
Do y'all watch Black Ink?
Nah, the Chicago one, yeah.
I watch it all. I'm not gonna
For
lie.
real, I watch the Chicago.
Just
one.
come off my
So
girl.
who do y'all think is nice on Black Ink?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Ain't nobody nice.
No, ain't nobody.
I'm sorry.
You know this is gonna be on blast too.
I'll put it like this. From what I've seen on social media, because you don't see nothing on TV. It's all drama.
Right.
So they don't show tattoos. What I've seen on what I've seen on Instagram, the tattoos I've seen, it's a lot of infection. It's a lot of blow.
Oh, I seen that too.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know if they're just not showing the good work, but what I've seen is not good.
They're just more busy being reality TV show stars than they are doing the work. So it's not really, how much can you really say it's a tattoo show?
Right.
And it's sad because it puts a bad name on minorities too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you see shows like Ink Master and shit where it's
Strictly tattoo.
Yeah, they
it's strictly tattooing,
Yeah.
stuff like that. So
I ain't gonna say they don't got good artists. Maybe there's some artists there that
I believe they
don't
can
know,
draw.
but they don't emphasize art.
Exactly.
That's the problem. They just don't emphasize.
Yeah, it's all about who's sleeping with who
Yeah,
and all
who's
this other bullshit.
Yeah. So
Ain't nothing interesting.
It's just a lot of drama, man. And it's
Ratings.
yeah, exactly. No tattooing whatsoever.
Why?
Come
That's
on,
their ratings, they tattoo.
Yeah, they do.
they got ratings. What y'all say?
Ink
I'm
Master.
saying, I don't know why like the dramas, the ratings when Ink Master get ratings and all they do is tattoo. Like just tattoo. Just do it.
So what's y'all's biggest accomplishments like pertaining to tattooing or art? Period.
Well, that right there.
Yo.
God damn it.
the top one too. That's my biggest. No, I'll say this is my biggest accomplishment,
Yeah, for real,
man.
it is.
No bullshit. Just getting licensed.
Yeah.
In the state of Virginia, it's very hard to get licensed. You know what I mean? There's so many loopholes. And when you're first coming out, a lot of people give you the runaround. Like I feel like a lot of people never read the rules and regulations of Virginia, so you stay ignorant to how you get a license
Right.
for a long time. So actually getting your license is like a badge of honor. It's like a fucking like unicorn. Like a lot of people, you think a lot of these shops are legit,
Nah,
but they not.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? But you don't know that unless you in it. You know what I'm saying?
they
So
will lie to you.
so I say my license was my biggest achievement.
In fact, point of fact is, one of my mentors would swear up and down that they were licensed.
Yeah.
Try to teach me the ropes, and they were not fucking licensed at all.
Wasted a year of your
Wasted
time.
a whole year of my time, and
Yeah.
just and that could ruin somebody because you're not working a regular job so that you can do something as a profession, and they cannot deliver. They can't even. They're not even supposed to be tattooing.
Yeah.
Damn.
My biggest, honestly, is tattooing as a whole. Everything that comes with tattooing, the licensing, the drawings, the clients, everything. Everything is just a big blessing to me, man. Because I shouldn't even be drawing right now. I had an incident a couple years ago where I almost died.
Oh, we're gonna talk about this.
And,
We're gonna have this moment. You know what I'm saying?
God damn it!
Want me to tell for you?
Ass. But no, it's and plus I got kids too, so I just tattooing's great, man. I could talk for an hour about it, but everything that comes with tattooing, from like he said, the licensing, being legit. We've been attacked from the city, from other shops trying to shut us down.
Yeah.
It ain't
Damn, it's
succeed.
like that.
Yeah, black minority
Yeah,
shops.
they're very conniving. They're very slick.
Yeah.
They try to. You won't hear that it's them, but it's them.
Oh yeah, they tried to shut us down. Once or twice,
Yeah.
and did not succeed. So
Damn.
we got good people behind us. We got good people supporting us.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying?
So I see you did some competitions. How far have y'all traveled for?
Travel for a competition?
Yeah.
Shit. I think
New
the
York?
furthest was New York now, so far. I mean, but we've been everywhere. I mean, locally. We go to Hampton, we go to Virginia Beach, we go to Richmond, DC, didn't go to Baltimore. But further,
Virginia Beach too. You said Virginia Beach?
yeah, I think
Oh,
Virginia Beach.
yeah.
Yeah, and then
Sorry.
New York. New York was the furthest, I think, so
Yeah.
far. But we're going to Cali
Soon.
soon.
That's gonna be nice.
So
Yes,
yeah,
indeed. Yep.
so, yeah.
All the big hitters are up there.
Yeah.
So do y'all still have like tat specials on Fridays?
Nope.
No.
Cut that out.
It's quality over quantity.
Yeah.
Over here. And that's what we survived off of specials in the other shop, so we kind of brought that idea along here, just starting out and stuff like that. But as we're growing, we want to just specialize in certain things and put our time into certain things versus just give you a deal. You know what I mean?
Right.
You come out with a deal, but you might not like that tattoo, and then 2 weeks later you're coming back to add something to it or to cover it up. You know what I mean? Not to say that it's a bad tattoo,
Right.
but you didn't put no thought into it. So
Yeah, we like to just plan out our tattoos. Well, I want to tattoo something small that they got on a special that they're going to cover up 10 years from now.
yeah,
And to be honest, like we're slowly moving into like a private studio kind of a thing where we're just dealing person to person. If 1 or 2 a day, but it's gonna be big, nice
It's
pieces.
mainly appointments only.
Yeah, we're gonna stick to appointments because you risk as a walk-in. You're just coming in, you're just getting whatever. You're kind of risking really a mess up because you're putting everything on the spot. And not to say that we can't do a tattoo on the spot. It's more like
Just thinking it out.
just
It's gonna be on
thinking,
you forever.
yeah, it's gonna be on you forever. You don't want to do that. You want to be able to actually, be smart about your decisions because just because you want to get a tattoo don't mean it got to be on that moment.
So how many shops y'all plan on opening?
shit, at least 3.
3?
We franchising. That's for damn sure. That's the plan.
Like how far? Like all in Fredericksburg or?
we love this area. I mean, I love my clients, and these guys do too. There's a lot of good people here in this area, and so I mean, we'll see what happens in the future.
Yeah, I mean, we want to showcase other artists that may be out there that are looking to get recognized and all that, and but we want to do it smart. So
Yeah.
when we make that decision, we'll get to that bridge.
So how do y'all stay unique and different from the other shops?
Just man,
custom work.
Custom work,
Like,
some
honestly,
quality work.
That's the first thing that comes to my head, man. It's not a bunch of Pinterest designs being. I mean, the way Ricky puts his portraits together, I would never think about no shit like that. And the way John draws hands, I love it. I don't know. He draws hands real good. Hands and feet is real good. I like the way he does his toes. His spread toes.
I did a big foot on some of this.
But nah, these guys are great, man. They definitely show me a lot.
Alright, so what's y'all vision for the shop for like the next 5 years?
Franchise, like you were saying, to expand.
Yeah.
We want to stay here, but also open up other shops. So I'll just say expand, franchise.
Get big yellow
Not
M.
franchise. I don't want to say franchise, but just
Franchise is the word.
franchise.
Yeah, franchise is the word.
I want to be like Burger King.
No, but that's what we're gonna be. We're gonna be like McDonald's. That's what we'll bring back the $50 tattoos. We'll get a shop, do nothing but $50 tattoos over there.
I see us doing bigger pieces, man.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, when we first started out, you know, we get some small tattoos here and there, but man, quickly we're filling up with like sleeves and back pieces and shit like that.
Our schedules are getting crazy.
Yeah, it is, but it's fun. You know what I'm saying? So 5 years from now, I see us having a couple bodysuits on people.
Yeah.
And I can't wait for that. Can't wait.
We're gonna finish you up soon.
Nah, hell no.
So any new ideas, plans for the summer?
For the summer, I'll just say we're gonna continue doing the conventions, doing the expo circuit, and just staying consistent. I don't really think we have any like surprise. We got a fucking elephant in this bitch.
Oh,
Or something like that, but
So no after parties and nothing like Black Ink.
nah.
Not yet.
No customer appreciation day.
Not yet. Yeah, we need to.
Maybe if we had a bigger building.
Yeah.
Like after party.
Yeah, we want to do more for the community too.
Yeah.
We do got a lot of clients we tattoo. One's right there. She's been through a lot in her life, so she kind of needs help. So we want to do more for the community.
Yeah, I mean, we had at first we had a bunch of plans of like getting together with like skate parks and things of that nature. But we put them on hold because right now, really, this is the time to grind, and that's what we're doing. We're grinding out as much work as possible. We got a good year of straight grinding just to showcase ourselves, and then we can start expanding.
Crazy stuff.
I feel back to so bad.
Alright, this is the last question. This is the last question, I promise. How can people find y'all online, or how do they see your work, or anything like that?
Lost Tribes on any social media.
Yep.
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
That's it. keep
Type
it
in
simple,
Lost
yeah.
Tribes.
Lost Tribes Tattoos,
Yeah,
or just
Google
Lost
us.
Tribes?
Google it.
Yeah,
Lost Tribes Tattoo.
That felt good to say. That's what's up.
All right,
Hell
man.
yeah.
Well, thank y'all so much.
Alright.
You know what I'm
Appreciate
saying?
it.
Process.
Appreciate y'all's time, man.
Yeah, no doubt. I appreciate you, yo. Appreciate you, man. I'm gonna take a shit now.
Jesus. All right, man. Hell yeah.
I'm gonna leave y'all with some business cards.
Okay, hell yeah.